I was working for Pacific Stars and Stripes in Tokyo. I was out taking pictures with my camera one night in Tokyo, beautiful Tokyo. Getting a little drunk. I got pretty drunk. I only remember foggy fragments. Foggy fragments. I think I walked into, it was,
What the heck was it? It was
Pizza Inn or a KFC in downtown Tokyo, and I started drinking with some Israeli soldiers there. And
Say it's foggy fragments.
the next thing I know, I'm on a big plane. I'm not sure if it was commercial or military, but
I was on a big plane.
the next thing I remember, another fragment that comes to mind is I was on a tarmac and I was wandering around, camera around my neck, drunk. I looked down and there's a sign painted on the concrete that says Saigon. And I wondered vaguely what I'm doing in Saigon. I shouldn't be in Saigon. I should be in Tokyo. But I threw up on some bags. I think they were body bags. And this guy waves over at me and he says, "Are you the paper guy?" And I said, well, yeah, I'm a paper guy. And so he says, "Well, climb on board." And I get on this chopper and we're flying, we're taking off. I'm still trying to get used to all these people with parasols on their heads. And we leave the tarmac and we're up into the air, and I'm looking down at the beautiful lush green stuff and my head's kind of boinked. I'm sitting sideways in a passenger chair facing the had a sliding door. The big sliding door area was open. I'm getting the breeze. The gunner is giving the pilot, a warrant officer, handing him joints, and they're smoking, and they start to rock the ship back and forth over the rice paddies, in a kind of a semi-barreling thing. Next thing I know, I flew out the helicopter. About 6 stories, landed in a rice paddy, and a big pile of mud landed on my head, of course, and the mud was sucking my head deeper down into it. And as I was hearing the chopper get further and further off in the distance, the sound of it going away, so I was stuck in this mud in some rice paddy in Vietnam, and I didn't know where I was, but I knew that mud was going to suck me in. So with the mighty pull, I yanked myself up, and my whole head was covered in this mud. And I scooped out a couple of holes so I could see where I was going. I climbed up onto this narrow path. It was a couple of feet above all the rice that was underwater there, and I was walking along this path, and this GI comes up to me, takes a look at me, and says, "Say, bud, you need any help, mudhead?" And that's how I met Tex.